Alright, you lot, so in this video, I'm going to be covering the actual ways you can make money on TikTok and monetize properly in 2024. As we know, we have to constantly adapt and stay up to date with TikTok. It's always changing. The way the algorithms work, the way we can monetize, security issues, and just overall, like, what's actually working. That being said, this isn't going to be one of those videos that's flashy with loads of different edits like an Iman Gharti style video. It's going to be me literally genuinely sat down here, devising a 3-step plan on how you can actually make good content on TikTok Shop and genuinely earn thousands just like I do from Shop. I don't know if you guys have seen, if you guys are new here, but I show raw proof on how much I make inside my server basically every single day. Bank statements, transactions, raw proof, scrolling down, refreshing the page. I don't know how much more I can show, but for those of you that don't know, like, I really do this. You can see I'll flex a little roly here just to prove it. No, I'm only joking, but anyway, like, honestly, I'm so big on Shop right now, approaching Q4, that people are genuinely going to make so much money. And I just want to mention as well, I'm hosting a completely free class on Sunday, the 20th of October. The link to sign up's in the description. There's limited spots. I'm literally leaking all of my methods, covering exactly how I do what I do and how I make thousands with Shop. So before we get into the video, make sure you go and sign up. Okay, so step one is actually going to be product selection. I don't know if you guys can see this on the whiteboard. So in terms of thinking about good products, it's really not that hard. So there's sort of 2 ways you can go about doing this. So step one is going through viral creators pages and just seeing what they're promoting in recent times, what's getting loads of views, what's getting loads of likes, and ultimately you can kind of just understand what's getting the most amount of sales from looking at these metrics. It's really that easy. That's literally what I do. Or you can sort of go onto something called Calodata, which is like an analytics tool, and you can just go through like the trending products of this week. You can look at like growing revenue trends. You can look at what sold the most in the past 7 days, the past 30 days, and just find something that you think has potential, order it in and start making videos. Like this product right here, I just got sent as a free sample from the Antidotes because I generated them over like 20k GMV, which is literally insane on one product alone, which was in August. But in conclusion, just look for something that has a high commission rate, preferably above 10%, and most importantly, a high value product. For example, 2 products could have a 10% commission, but if one product's 10 times more expensive, you're still gonna be making 10 times the amount per sale. Try and stay away from products that are below like $10, because even if you sell a high amount of volume, you're still gonna be making little pieces of money per sale. Who wants to make 40 to 50p per sale? It's just not ideal. So think about products in terms of which ones hit the most pain points. For example, before you buy a product, think about what pain points it would hit. So if I was to buy a fan, the pain points would be that it's hot, but obviously right now we're in winter, so it's not hot, so it's not gonna sell. If I was to buy this, by the way, #1 seller, the pain points would be anything that is linked to having high cortisol levels or vitamin D deficiency, which is really common in the UK. So great, that's a really good pain point, especially over the winter months when we get less sunlight in the UK. All right, step 2, the hook. So having a verbal hook is super important. We need to captivate our audience's attention within the first 2 to 3 seconds of the video, ideally by hitting the pain points early on so that people stay engaged throughout the whole video. For example, if I was promoting a fan in the summer, I would say if you can't sleep at night, or if you're super hot throughout the days and can't work, and you're hitting those pain points really early on, so people are engaged because they want you to come up with a solution, and they're going to be intrigued with whatever you're selling because they know that, you know what, I feel terrible throughout the days, I can't sleep at night, I'm really hot, I might need what this guy's selling. So from there, you've captivated that attention span, and then you can just go on to sell them throughout the entire video. And as important as verbal hooks are, visual hooks are just as important. Showing something on the screen, having some sort of movement, and not just having like a stale image. Like, people's attention span is so bad on TikTok. Like, verbal hooks don't always cut it. Make sure you have some sort of movement, whether you're like flipping a product or doing like subtle zooms in and zooms out. Little things like that really tend to help. Step 3, flow state in editing. Making sure there's no millennial pauses in the audio. So if you ever watched a video through, well, you probably haven't, because videos that do this don't get pushed out, but some people, they'll send me their videos in like the reviews channel in my Discord, and it will be like 1 whole second before they start talking into the next clip. For example, if they're promoting a product, they'll be like, this fan, blah, 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 blah. And then there's like a massive pause, and then they start again. It's like, that's not gonna work. You have to have that flow state throughout the entire video. If you watch any good organic TikTok Shop advert, like, they will always flow throughout the entire thing. They won't stop speaking because they overlap that audio one by one. And at the same time as this, it's important to keep consistent movement throughout the entire video to keep that flow state matching with the audio. Like I said earlier, don't just have like stale images the entire thing, just showing the same stuff repeatedly. It's so boring. You want to have subtle zooms in, zooms out, transitions, like different movement. Like, always be doing something new. There should be like a new clip every 3 to 4 seconds. Obviously there are exceptions, but as a general rule, every 3-4 seconds, show a new clip, show new movement, make sure you have like good lighting. Just keep that flow as much as you can, because it really captivates people's attention span, and as we know on TikTok, it's really bad. So those are my 3 most important steps on how to actually make money on TikTok Shop and improve your content. If you guys did get something out of this video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping so much value on here. I'm hosting a completely free class, leaking all of my methods, breaking down exactly how Shop works and how I do what I do, leaking training products, everything there is to leak. I'm going to be leaking it on this call that people are charging thousands for. Calls on Sunday the 20th of October. Just make sure you set aside at least half an hour to an hour's worth of time. I promise you guys, you will not regret it. So if you do want to register for the class, the link is in the description, but make sure you are fast because there are limited spots and they are filling up super quick. Appreciate you guys for watching the video, and like I said, if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.